Hello, my name is Natalie, and today I will be talking about the struggles of middle school. So middle school is a turbulent time for a lot of people. Most even say that it's the worst part of their life. I'm not sure if this is true, and I'll talk about that more in a later video, but one of the reasons that middle school gets this bad reputation is that there are a lot of struggles that have to be faced during the 3 years. Today I'm going to talk about some of those struggles. Middle school is the beginning of what I like to call the self-consciousness epidemic. Those 3 years are the time that people start really worrying about what others think of them. You know, when you're little, you can just strut around the street wearing some crazy outfit or bringing along your favorite stuffed animal, and you're not worried with what anyone thinks about you. But in middle school, often it becomes hard to do the things that you want to do because you feel like you're going to be judged by others. I think an important thing to remember about this is that, honestly, in middle school, everyone else is going to be feeling the same way. This is why it's an epidemic. So if one day you're sitting there worried that maybe your shirt, it looks too frumpy on you or something, the girl sitting on the other side of the table is probably worrying about the same thing. She's probably not worrying about you. So let's talk about some of the things that add to this self-consciousness. One of them is puberty. Middle school includes the years that the bodies do the most changing, and voices are going all over the place, and heights are really wonky. Maybe the girls are taller than the boys, or the boys are taller than the girls. And it also becomes this really taboo subject. Like, no one wants to talk about it because they're afraid that will make things even more awkward. My advice is that this is a bad tactic. Trying to pretend like puberty isn't happening is, in fact, just making it more awkward, and makes everyone feel more self-conscious. Puberty is unfortunate, but you should be comfortable with the changing, because everyone's bodies are changing, and everyone's voices are changing, and everyone's heights are changing. If you kind of have this we're all in this together attitude, it'll make it a lot easier. Another thing that can become a struggle in middle school is fashion. This goes right along with feeling self-conscious. Suddenly you think that everyone is aware of what you're wearing, and you can no longer wear maybe what you wanted to wear because you think maybe it's not in style, or maybe it looks bad on me, or maybe the person who has the locker next to mine looks at my outfit every day and thinks that it's not as good as theirs. But at the end of the day, you really should wear what you want to wear. There was this girl in my middle school class who always wore really nice jeans. You could tell that they weren't just like the jeans you got from Target. They were definitely from some designer. They had really fancy decals on the pockets. They were really nice jeans. And I thought that those jeans made her more cool. I always admired her jeans and thought that wearing them made her better in some way. So I tried to get some of those jeans, and I found a pair, and I wore them to school one day, and I thought that this would really impress her. And I walked up to her and showed her that I was wearing similar kinds of jeans, and she didn't care at all. She didn't find it impressive or anything. And then I just ended up feeling stupid because I didn't really like the jeans. I liked my normal jeans better. And at the end of the day, she wasn't impressed, and I was wearing a piece of clothing that I didn't really like. If you want to wear a fancy new outfit, do it, but do it for yourself. And if you want to just wear sweatpants for a day, do it, and be grateful that you're comfortable. I think the biggest thing to remember is that while some people may judge other people's fashion choices, honestly, everyone should just wear what they want to wear. Fashion and puberty can cause a lot of self-consciousness, but I think the biggest issue in the self-consciousness mountain is bullies. I've said that normally people aren't looking at what you're wearing or what you're doing and judging you for it, but sometimes people are, and those people are bullies. Outside of middle school, I say the chance of someone actually actively judging you is maybe 20%, but in middle school it's probably more like 50%. I know it's awful to say this, but it's just because everyone is so self-conscious, and not only can self-consciousness make you feel uncomfortable, but it breeds bullies. Often the people who are the most self-conscious and the most insecure are then going to go out and do what they think everyone is doing to them, which is find a person and pick them apart. Like I said, bullies are bred on insecurity, and they also feed on it. Once a bully finds something that they think a person is insecure about, like their hair or the color of their eyes or maybe the way their shirt looks on them, it's like it attracts them immensely, and they zero in on it. It becomes this thing that they will target every day. It's kind of like they're vampires. Bullies are the closest thing to vampires that you will find in the real world, so don't give in to them. Maybe you can't be insecurity, and maybe you can't help thinking that your shirt might look frumpy on you, but don't let the bullies know. If someone is bullying you, don't try to win back their approval. It probably won't work. Probably they will keep trying to find new things that they think are wrong with you. It's never going to be like if you reach this level of perfectionism, the bullies will leave you alone, because often the bully isn't really focusing on you for any rational reason. I think it's important to remember in middle school that you, yourself, you as a person are always more important than your relationships with others. It's always more important to make sure that you are feeling okay and you are not being emotionally abused and you are having a good time before you sacrifice any of those things just to try to have friends or make a person like you. Because if you're forcing yourself to be in a painful situation where someone is bullying you, or you're getting down on yourself for an outfit that you think makes yourself look bad, it's kind of like you're bullying yourself. All in all, I think the key to getting through the struggles of middle school is to make sure you treat yourself to a fun 3 years. Forget about feeling self-conscious, the changing bodies, wearing the right outfit, or whether or not someone is bullying you. And at the end of the day, remember the importance of being yourself. You're in for a life-shaping 3 years. That's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.